ready to fight. Standing tall, doing what's right. Shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I've gotta keep. Breaking chains, leaving pain behind. Calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around. Justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again.
Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. And a peekaboo. Good evening, everybody. Oh God, it's been a fantastic day. We'll get into that in a minute. What can I say? Oh, here's a bit of advice for everybody. And I'm going to be as polite and as respectful as I possibly can. Yes, I had some fun today. Was spoken of and went to get an answer and never received that answer. So, oh well. So here's my response. Seed what you sow. Okay. Now you're going, what the fuck does that mean? Doesn't matter. It sounded good at the time. But anyway, that's beside the point. Now, before we get into the stream, obviously, Squid Froco is a bit poorly. So she won't be there today, tonight, this afternoon, whatever. And obviously, my pretty Pam is also poorly. Now, before we get into this, I am going to say hello to everybody. So Nina was here earlier on. I was going to do it at 10 o'clock tonight, my time, but I thought I'd get in here early. Gail, hi. Kim, hello. Where was that? Where am I? Oh God, living with FND. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? Hi, Chris. How are you? Cash, hello, my darling. Where's your sidekick? Where is he? He's probably in here somewhere. I'll see him in a minute. Well, I'm scrolling down. Chris, there he is. Hello, Robbie boy. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Roy, good to see you. Thank you so much. I'm not going to go back into it for last night. Extremely fantastic feedback and back and forth in the topic conversation last night. So thank you again for that. This is what's needed is constructive criticism or constructive dialogue, and it was fantastic. So Timothy and Roy, thank you so much for that. I really did appreciate that. It's nice. Faith says, "Oh, hello, my darling." Who else have we got? We got Dave Green. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Who else are we? Who's hiding? Oh, Cash has got new toys, and Robert's found the toys, the badges. Who else have we got? Who's good? Oh, Paul, how you doing, fella? Good to see you. Hope you're feeling better. And Timothy Holsey's here. Hi, Timothy. Good to see you. Ammo Girl's here. SMN's here. Oh my God, it's and Joe 2's here as well. Hello, and Andrea Myers is here as well. Oh my God, I'm good to see Andrea Myers. What are we doing? Where are we? Oh my God, there's a lot of people. Right, you just say hello to yourself, and you know that I respect. Anyway, so I was actually going to read out a statement tonight in regards of, because I presume that Peter's going to be going. Hi, Janet, how you doing? I presume it's going to be going around, but I don't really care. So I'm not going to waste your time with that. Hey, Eric, how you doing, Sailor? So I'm not going to waste your time. But one thing I will say, right, to use other people's downfall and use negativity to make yourself rich, it shows the type of character you are. But anyway, on more fun things, today I had a fantastic day. I basically had a very, very good day today. Did some very strenuous stuff. Ended up, doing some stuff. Totally forgot to do some editing. So what's going to be happening is that at some point this week, we're going to have a members only. And there are a couple of rules for members only. And one word of advice, don't be stupid. Just saying. Please don't be stupid. All right. I'm fully aware that people get gifted memberships, and and I don't mind that. Everyone is welcome, but don't abuse that. Okay, because it's already, and I'm not scared of saying this. I know that people don't like me, and I don't really care. And in fact, I don't have to show, prove, or anything. The burden of proof is always for the person, or the narcissist, or the attackers, or people who, how can I put this? Like to swim in their own shit. Okay, so just so you know. Now, I get it. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Now, my opinion is this. Don't throw around labels. Don't make assertions or make content where you are making assertions and making statements that you cannot show proof. Okay, Timothy, thank you very much for the $5. That'll get me some Dr. Pepper. All right, unless you can show 100% proof of the statements that you make. All right, now, if I really wanted to and be petty, okay, I could blow multiple people out of the water, and that, I wouldn't even be breaking a sweat. But I'm not going to do that, because tonight is about something else. But I just want to make sure that everyone who's here understands that I don't play games. I don't sit here and, oh, feel sorry for me. Oh, everyone's picking on me. No, that's not going to happen. You can accuse me of anything you like. Problem is, you need to make sure you got proof of that. All right? Just saying. But I asked a question today and never got the answer because the individual was spineless, as per norm. But then you go, that's part and parcel, right? When you pick on people and someone turns around and says, right, okay, then show me proof. Yeah. Oh, Nick D, how you doing? Right. Anyway, so today, what are we going to talk about? Now, as you know, as you can read in the description, we are going to have a little chit chat. We're just going to shoot the shit. We're going to have a chit chat. Tonight is the night where everyone can put their feet up, take your shoes off or boots off, and just put your feet up and just chill out and have a chit chat. Robert, don't care, don't give a shit, move on, right? Let's not put those dolls down. Okay, they have rights as well. Anyway, so tonight what we're going to be discussing is, besides having a chit chat, talking about general crap and everything else, all right, we are going to be talking about special effects. What type of special effects you can do at home, what special effects you could do. There are so many different things online and around. However, a lot of people don't realize that what you can actually do, okay, is you can actually buy stuff that then you can then use at home. Now, for example, right, how many people here have gone into a superstore or have gone into a shop and had a look at basically have had a look at LED light strips, little rolls? How many people have done that? Oh, and by the way, if you're here for the drama and for all the shit talking and everything else, it's not going to happen tonight. Just so you know. Okay. I mean, the fact that I wasn't even live and I had an interesting response on my thumbs up and thumbs down, that just shows me that people are scared. You are afraid of me, people. Don't be afraid of me. Just treat me like the lady of the law. Right? Unless you've got 100% factual proof. Unless you've got 100% factual proof, keep your mouth shut and stop attacking people. Right? Because to be honest with you, you're looking like a fucking bully. Anyway. Right. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, right. So if you've been into stores, what I want to do is I want to get an idea of how many people. Right. As soon as I said that, 4 people disappeared. We're not going to talk about drama tonight. 4 people went poof. Oh, that's so good. I should use that more often. Anyway, right. So, how many of you have gone into a store and you see these rolls of LED strips? With different type. You've got RGBDW, right, which is red, green, blue, and white, or RGB, which is only red, green, and blue. Okay. And you got stuff that's you can do it like remotely with a remote, or it's just oh, there goes another one. Good, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of ideas. I'm going to give you a couple of ideas. Oh, there goes another one. Right. Anyways, right. So here's one thing I want to sort of point out to you. If you get a channel like a little metal channel, right, and you get frosted plastic, yeah, and you put the lights in there, right, what you do, you can cover that up, and that will give a glow effect, right? Now, if you got like a little strip, LED strip, which is like a meter long, a lot of these you can go on Amazon and you can find these, and you put them behind your TV, right? And what you do, you stick it on the TV facing the wall. And if you have to be a minimum of 2 to 2.5 inches away from the wall, right? And hi, fly on the wall, welcome. All right, and basically what it does, it'll give a glow effect. Now, if you've got it on your TV, all right, what will happen? All right, what will happen is that you have you can have different settings. You can set it up to sound effects. So basically it will change color, or it'll react to the sound, or you just have it on and you have it going through, you cycle it through the colors. All right. There's also lights that you can buy. All right. And I think they are IP95s. So you can actually use them in your house. And they're also RGBW. All right. So that means you can also light in the bathroom. For example, like I know people who've got things like that in the bathroom or in the bedroom. Okay. It's just like little fairy lights. Now you can get fireproof materials that you can put over the bed, and you put RGB lights and fairy lights in that, and it looks like clouds. And if there's different types of effects you can do. Now, if you want to get some really good effects, okay, but you can buy these aluminium, not aluminum, aluminium strips, right? And basically you can stick them on the underneath of tables and stuff like that, or underneath the cupboards you've got in your kitchen. And then you can put the LED lights in there and then cover it up with a frosted type of plastic. And when you turn them on, right, you get the glow instead of a direct sort of light. Now, these are not cheap, but there's one, it's a light strip, and it's actually the strip itself. It's like, if anyone's seen the film Tron, or Tron is the best example of that. These type of lights, they're not cheap, but I tell you one thing, they're really good for your garden. They're really good for inside your house. You can put them underneath your bed frame. So basically, like, if you're in a doghouse and it's like, obviously you're going to be on the couch tonight. If there's like red mist color underneath the bed, then you know that like you're on the couch tonight. So it's one of them. Now, the other type of special effects you can get is a 3D effect. For example, if you've got something that it's broken, okay, and but you still want to keep it, what you can do, especially like with old radios, if you've got an old radio and the object that you've got is something that you've had all your life and you just want to keep it, what you do, you get clear resin and then paint it all in clear resin. Once you've painted everything in clear resin, all right, what you then do is just sand down the area that where you're going to stick the stuff. And then you can stick the stuff in the back. Okay. Now, many moons ago, one second, I'm going to show you something you may like. Many moons ago, when I decided to find it, I decided to do something. Okay. Yep. 1 second. There you go. 1 second, I'll show you. I decided to do some effects myself. And this is a long time ago. It's a stormtrooper helmet that it was a black one, so which I put together myself, made it myself. Let me take you to the first one. Okay. Now, as you can see, right, you're looking at a helmet, the stormtrooper helmet that basically is black. Okay. Basically I've already put the lenses in, and I obviously after this picture was taken, then I covered up the lenses and then decided to spray it, and I sprayed it silver. And then what I did get, all right, is mustard. There's different types of stuff you can use to get a 3D effect. Right, you can use toothpicks, you can use forks, you can use anything. You can cut a piece of plastic in different ways, cut it, whatever. All right, and what you can then do is you can then scrape it away. Now, what I did here, I warmed up. I had an ice pack with me, and I warmed up. This is ABS plastic, by the way, and I warmed up the area. When you warm up the area, you have to remember ABS plastic warms up to, and it just starts sort of softening, and then it will droop. and you got to be very careful because if it droops too much, it'll crack and it will open up. And what I did, I then got a pair of pliers. Hi, Evidence Through Motion. How you doing? Welcome. I then got a pair of pliers and I applied pressure at the tip of the pliers. And then I took the ice pack and then put the ice pack underneath it. And I just applied pressure. And as you can see there, it looks like there's 2 bullet impacts or 2 impacts of a laser blaster. When I did that, it gave me the effect. And the thing is, you can apply the amount of pressure that you want to give it the effect. Once I did that, I let it cool down, left it for about half an hour, just so the ABS could actually re-establish itself, stiffen up. And then when I'd done that, obviously I made sure that the lenses were in, and basically then went on to stage 2. On stage 2, I then covered the lenses. As you can see here, the lenses are not covered because this is all afterwards. After I sprayed everything and everything else, I went through, you go through different levels. This was now level 4. So basically I've sprayed everything. I've already put the mustard on. The mustard, okay, what it does, it's a chemical, it causes a chemical indifference with the paint. Enamel paint will react differently to different stuff. And when you spray it, and you spray lightly, and first the thing you do, you need to dust it. When you dust it, right, that's when you get really good effects. So as you can see here, right, as you can see around here, I've got all the effects. I've got the mustard in it inside here as well, and that's why I use silver. As you can see, I've already used a bit of silver before, and I've put mustard over it, and it's dried, right? And as you can see there, it dries a little bit, yeah? Now, once that was done, it was done, right? That was it. It was completed. So on the back of it, okay, on the back of the helmet, this is now the helmet that was completely sprayed, and I decided to put a blast wound in the back of the head. Okay, now, you know, there are different rumors that, like, you know, some stormtroopers, you know, are from different types of different planets, blah blah blah. All right, but this one here is you know, part android or part, yeah, robot. So what I did here, okay, I melted this. I took a sharp knife and I melted this and I pushed the edges in, not out. I pushed them in. And then what I did, funny enough, I had 2 radios that I had in Iraq when I was on tour, and one of them still worked, the other one didn't work. So what I did, I actually basically took that radio apart, smashed it up. Thank you, my dearest. Yeah. And I smashed it up and I took the radio and I basically, what I did, I stuck it in the back of the helmet using super glue and hot glue. When you put hot glue in, put super glue on the edges and then you stick it in. And then what I did on the edges, once it was stuck inside the helmet, I then basically filled the rest of it with hot glue and then put like a little strap over it. Right, so it stayed there permanently. Now here's the thing. All right, you can wear this helmet. If I gave you this helmet, you could actually wear it. Yeah. Now this is the type of effect I'm talking about. As you can see around here, all right, basically the same thing. You do multiple layers, multiple layers. Now you can rush it. It doesn't make any difference when you are causing damage to a 3D effect or special effect. The damage is what you need, right? But don't go too silly, right? But that there is the back of a storm tower, and that there is a real radio, a broken radio, and the damage there was inflicted by me just heating a knife up and just cutting into the plastic. Yeah, and there you go. All right, there's another one. Actual fact, let me see if I can. No, it's not that one. No, I've got that one. Yeah, that's how clean I kept my workshop. That is funny as fuck. Hang on a minute. Do you know when you just anyway, right. Anyway, so you're going to see something here in a minute that you may or may not like. Let me see. I'm trying to find. I got a specific picture. You know, I've got so many freaking pictures of. There's no, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's not. No, it wouldn't be in that one. Would it be in that one? No, it's not. Oh. No. Ooh, would it be in there? Would it? Why have I now just gone and lost that freaking? Where the hell did? I quit. Hold on. Where was it? There. Let me try that one. Yeah, I can't find it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Oh, wait a minute. No. I do apologize for this. I'm trying to find. Right, I can't find it. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Right. Okay. You see, everything's naturally. You know, things happen. Now, you may like this one. Anyone recognize that? Anyone recognize that? By your command. And that there is a Cylon helmet with a working Cylon light. And as you can see on the top left, it's got a blaster damage. And that's actually got wires in it. It was, and as you can see, the silver paint, it's all bubbly. Well, that there, right, all that is basically, that's all the effects that I'm doing. And I wiped it. Once I wiped that off and actually gave it effects, you can see the burn marks going past here, right? You know, so you got the burn marks coming off, and that handprint there, that handprint, what you see there, all this here, okay. Basically, I put shitloads of paint on my hand, and I just put the helmet on, and then just grabbed it, and then just sort of like pulled it down, so it looked like, you know, it was the last thing the person did, right? Because don't forget, Cylons and robots. Yeah, if anyone's watched Battlestar Galactica, they would know. Yes. Now, there are so many different things you can find online to help you do like fancy dress and stuff like that. There are people out there who are very, 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 very gifted in making costumes, especially with if anyone has ever seen these rubber mats, black rubber mats, okay, that's very good material to use, very easy to work with, very easy to cut. And if you have like a heat gun or a hairdryer or a heat gun, very easily to manipulate, right? And you got, you know, super glue, hot glue, and stuff like that. Same thing comes with different, like if you got, you know, you can get 3D printed stuff. If you got a 3D printer, perfect person to talk to is Captain Kern, who is a 3D printer. He can give you more ideas, you know, how to print stuff. If you ever need to know about anything about printing, 3D printing, all right, go and chat with him. At some point, what we're going to be doing, at the moment, I'm not going to do this publicly. I probably might show it members only. But I've got a couple of pictures where I basically set up a training. Hello, Marlon. Some training for a couple of people with what could happen with wounds. And the wound I actually used on that was a bit serious. because sometimes like razor cuts or cuts from a Stanley knife or a bladed knife are not, not that bad, but you do get one hell of a cut. And sometimes the cut can be quite clean. So it's very hard to, depending on what type of special effect you want to do. I've got a crap load of pictures of doing special effects with gunshot wounds, lost limb, and stuff like that when I was a BCDT instructor, and they did look quite real. But the problem is you have to be very careful to what level of realism you want to go. Now, I know it's coming up to Christmas. We're going to get onto that in a minute. But when it comes to Halloween, if you want me to, right, before the time, hi David, good evening, mate. Before the time, you need to let me know, and what I'll do, I'll set up a stream where I will have a pre-recorded videos, right, of what to do and the materials. I've already spoken about that, but we passed it and no one said they wanted to. So, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to pre-record stuff so I can then basically show you, okay, what you can then do. And if need be, I'll use my beautiful queen as her arms or legs. Don't look at me like that. I said I'm going to use your arms and legs, darling. Unless you want me to use your throat. What? I'm just saying. Use you as a guinea pig. Anyway, so, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do a couple of levels. I'm going to do like first, introduction. Then I'm going to do a novice, and then I'm going to do advanced. And the thing is, guys, you need to remember, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. All right. Don't start with phrasing. Anyway, so are there any questions about special effects? Is there anything you want to learn on about light special effects, background special effects, and things like that? The perfect example, I turned around to Squid Pro Quo the other night, and I said, like the other night, was it the other night? It was the other day. It was daytime, wasn't it? Yeah, anyway, we were chatting, having a dig at each other as per norm. I mean, it's that's our normal conversation. Either I don't get a word in sideways or she doesn't. It's one of those things. 99% time is me. Anyway, and I said to her, I said, you know what, that light would look really, really good there, and having a light around that strip on a box. So basically, you bring the picture up and apply it onto a box and have a light strip on behind it. That would look really good. And we had that conversation for 45 seconds, and then we moved on to other stuff, about the streams and that. And also I was asking probing questions in regards of YouTube and different things and how to use Streamlab and StreamYard or whatever. But anyway, we digress. So are there any questions in regards of ideas? Because you asked me, if you say to me, right, I've got a living room, I've got a big wardrobe here, blah, 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 I need this and that, what can I do? And I'll tell you straight away, it doesn't take me long to have ideas. It's just like a friend of mine, he's got 4 screens. I mean, obviously he's got a computer powerful enough to use 4 screens. And I went to him, I said, you're struggling, aren't you? And he went, yeah. So I helped him set up his screens in such a way that he's got 2 screens. He's got the main big one in the middle. Excuse me. He's got a small one. He's got a 19-inch on either side. That's a stream. And then he's got the 22-inch above the big one. The big ones, I think, is a 34-inch, right? And it's perfect for him. So if you've got, questions or ideas, or you want to brainstorm or anything, let's crack on. Let's do that. Again, with special effects, with 3D wounds, right? With some type of wounds, it's very easy done. It's like if you get nail varnish remover, all right, and then you pinch the skin, or you get certain types of glue, not super glue. Do never ever use super glue on your skin. All right. Hi, John Fisher. You never ever use super glue on your skin for special effects. There are different types of theatre glues. There's sugar-based glues, and then there's anti-latex. So basically, glues that don't, if you're allergic to latex, it's quite. I can't remember the name, but I'll get back to you on that. All right. But there are glues. It's like sugar. It's like if you go to a fancy dress shop and you get this like fake blood, fake sugar, and stuff like that. What you do, you just pinch. Right, a certain area, and then you let that glue roll down, and then after a while you just let go, and it look like you got a scar. Right, and if you want it a little bit darker, you just use a little bit of a reddish, darkish red, purplish, and then rub it down, and then do the same thing with the glue, and it'll look like a scar. Actual fact, a friend of mine actually did it and went into work, and they all thought he got attacked. It was brilliant. What else is there? Any questions on the lights and stuff like that? I'll be very surprised if no one's got any questions. No, please say good evening to me. Yes, I have. Darling. Yes. Everyone says good evening, Mrs. Spawntrooper, the Queens of Queen. And the response was, good evening, everybody. So there you go. Right. Christmas. Now, obviously no one's asked, I'll wait, Christmas. I am going to do a members only where we're just going to chill out and just have fun. We're going to chat, talk, and if you want to be around people, right? And sometimes Christmas is a hard time, right? You're welcome. And I can tell you right now, right? It's going to be a peaceful environment. No one is going to disrupt it. Then David Green, then you're more than welcome here. You're not alone, okay? Never ever feel that you're alone here, dude. All right. Everyone has different days where they're dealing with stress. So all right, you've got a load of nice people around here, okay? All right, so don't think you're on your own, David. Am I going to read again? Well, it depends what you want me to read. I mean, I'll be more than happy to do it. But the thing is, I can read a couple of stories, but it won't be all night. I'm not going to read one story after another story after another. I probably might read one or two. I probably might read one or two. That's for fact. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be reading. But any ideas or suggestions, just let me know. Dickens. Well, I need to look into the legal aspects of that. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Marlin, don't push your luck. Remember, I treat everyone equal. I'll send you to your room without dinner. Well, fingers crossed you haven't. Evidence, ETM. Too emotion. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a very active day today, to be honest. And we maybe have to everyone who's sitting on the outside expecting something. You're going to be wasting your time, But thanks very much for the views, and thanks for us just sitting out there giving me views and that. So I appreciate that, and any type of reaction and action, all right, I do appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, Christmas there's going to be a members only, and I probably might going to do that as long as I possibly am able to do. And I know there's going to be people out there who's going to copy that, but hey. It's at least people will be doing something constructive instead of running their mouth and acting like children. And then probably after before Christmas, and then after Christmas, I'll probably might do another one. For New Year, it's going to be a little surprise. But obviously, Christmas is for me as well. So, if things need to be postponed or pushed back or whatever, you just have to put up with that. But I am going to have open the doors for people who need. But I probably might do the what you call it, the members only one after Christmas or before. I don't know, not sure yet. I probably might not do a members only one. I probably might just do a public one that everyone is welcome. Actual fact, and a big shout out to JK Films and DJ Rattus. I tell you one thing, they are two of the most talented people I've come across, to be honest. And the reason you're about to find out now. So a big shout out and a big thank you to JK. So there you go. So what's going to happen is basically yeah. I'm going to do mine around the 21st, 22nd. But at least I'm going to open the doors up for people. It's just so people can chill out. I think more people should do it. But then again, there won't be an agenda. There won't be a hidden agenda for me. For me, it's just basically being there, chilling out. I think it's important, part of the community is to support the community. And there's going to be a lot of people out there who, are spending Christmas alone, and so why not come and join us? You can have conversation with each other. Hell, I mean, you wouldn't even have to talk to me. I could sit here and just do my own thing, and you guys could talk amongst each other. I'll just become part of the furniture. But like I said, you need to remember that, and then I'll let you know what I have got planned for the new year, because I've got quite a bit planned for the new year. And one of them you're going to like. Oh, yes. So what do you think of this song then, ladies and gentlemen? And that's a big shout out to JK Films, who yet again created a masterpiece. Oh, hang on a minute. I've just been massaged. Oh my God. I wish I never clicked on that freaking message now. You are just one sick puppy. That's just wrong. Yeah, you are. You are. But that's it. I'm not going to check any more messages until after the stream. But anywho. So yeah, I had quite a nice surprise when I came on live tonight. Well, I had that a few hours ago, but that's beside the point. But one thing I do want to make sure is that you all of you are comfortable. Now, I know that there are people who have got memberships, and I know for a fact that they, but they've got a shock coming to them. Just saying. Just be aware of that. Oh, okay. So I definitely am going to do. Actual fact, you know what? If you just let me. Where are we? There. Right. Let me have a look. I'm crying out loud. Okay, right. 1 second. Turn it off for a minute. I'm going to try and find you exactly what I'm talking about. Right, that there. Right. This is just an idea, just a suggestion. Maybe this will. Yeah, that'll do as well. Sweet. All right. 1 second, please. Perfect. Perfection. Right. For example, yeah. For example, here, right, you've got this is what I'm talking about. You've got light strips, right, that you can put in channels. Okay, this is 30 meters. And don't forget, you can get connections, and you can cut the light strips, and you can reconnect them, okay, to do exactly that, what you see there, right? Now, this is the type of system, right, which you can get. Some of them are quite good. However, you need to look at the price for these, okay? But like a system like this, where you got a remote on your phone, or you got a remote itself, this is the type what you're looking for, right? And just to give you an idea, I would have never put a light strip underneath here. That is a waste. I would have never put it there, because there's no point. I would have put it up here, underneath this lip here, right here. That's where I would have put it. But there you go, that's me. Yeah. And then you could have had, instead of that light strip there, you could have had a light strip going behind the screen. So you've got like a sort of like a halo effect behind the TV screen. But that there is, it's 30 meters. And here in the UK, you're looking at £16, okay, which is roughly about $20. Not right now, Marlin. Right, in a bit. And there you go. What do you think? This is a disco? But I'm looking at some of the light strips right now, guys. You need to do a little bit of what you call it. You need to do a little bit of sort of like shopping and doing a bit of research, because, for example, this one here is again. Hang on a minute, 1 second. This is the perfect example of what I mean about the Halo system. right? Depending on the TV you've got, right, you can get this stuff here. There. Oh, wait a minute. No, God. Do you know, sometimes I wish I could. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. Having that halo system, right? And you can get these as well. And this one here, right? You can get these, the cheap as hell. This one's 10 quid. And you can get one for like a 32 to 45 inch. You can get one 50 to 75 inch, one 55 to 45 inch. And then you got 70 to 100 inch TV. Fucking hell, that's not TV, that's a cinema. Anyway, and it goes from £10 all the way up to £17. Yeah, just Kathy, just drive carefully, please. Pay attention to the road instead of, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cafe Trip Down the Road, driving to the store near you. And today we're going for toiletries and some milk, maybe some bread, and some cat food. So yeah, I mean, like, this would be perfect, and here's the funny part: you can actually get a couple of these. Like if you get one for 23 foot of this you can use in your bedroom, or you can, like, Squid Pro Quo, for example, what she's got set up with the background for this here, she could get this and she could light up the whole background and it would look awesome. It would look absolutely awesome. But that's entirely up to her. I'm just throwing ideas out. Yes. Oh yeah. Right. There you go. So welcome, believe it or not, to Coffee and Chat with SpongeBob. Oh yeah. And obviously someone wants to hear a song of Rolling. Okay. What would you like to hear? How would you like to hear? What would you want it extended, extra, do you want it extended? Do you want it remastered? Galaxy Gamer, welcome to the stream. The lurking with, yeah. Where am I? All right. So what we're going to do, just so we can keep the Swedes calm and quiet and everything. Let's get this done, shall we? Before we have a riot. Do you know what? I'm just going to go for that one there. Should I go for that one? Or should I go for that? No, I'll go for that one. There you go. Kathy's to it. None of the above. Don't you worry, Kathy. I've got other tunes that some people will like. Trust me. But again, if you've got any questions or you want to pimp out your gaming room or something like that, right? Just ask. And also, believe it or not, you can also buy stuff for your car as well. So Kathy could be driving down the road, and there's these remotes you can get. But I wouldn't do it when you're driving, but have them set up, and you can get two of them on either side of your windscreen at the bottom, so they don't obstruct your view, right? And then their eyes, and then you can set them to blinking, looking angry, or and at night they look absolutely awesome. And I'm actually very tempted, but that's you're using your gaming tag. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Or is that accidentally on purpose? But I'm only joking. Question. Question that spawn trooper. A smile with a middle finger. Right, all right, white back at you. Hey, I've had some exciting news. I can't tell for 3 weeks. Well, why tell us that you got exciting news and then we got to wait 3 weeks for it? I respect it, but okay. That's not a problem. Whoops. There you go. Sorry, wrong button. Yeah. Someone needs to come back in. Yeah. Well, that was the idea. That was the idea because if I can remember correctly, I heard a song, something similar, and I was like, yeah, I quite like that, but I was trying to figure it out, and obviously, JK came to the save, so good on him. Wait, what? So, who's with child? Well, congratulations. Wait, what? You got some exciting news. Can't tell you for 3 weeks. Well, it does take 3 weeks for a ship it takes 3 to 6 weeks for a ship to sail from the United States to the Isles of Great Britain. Can you imagine being on a boat for 3 weeks? Christ, I couldn't. Yeah, fuck that. I just get seasick watching the now. Am I joking? No. What do you think this is? A freaking disco? This is the wrong stream. You have to go to DJ Ratters for that one. No. The only reason I'm playing this is because I need some entertainment as well, because it has been a fantastic day. Spent some fantastic time with my queen, which was awesome. I am feeling very, 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 very jolly. And ho ho ho. I wonder if I should dress up as the Grinch this Christmas time. Dress up as the Grinch and come on camera as the Grinch. Oh, did Spawn just say he's going to go on camera as the Grinch? Oh dear. Is he going to show himself for the first time ever? Oh dear, we don't want people pooing themselves, do we? Yeah, we've already covered that, discussed that yesterday. Mitch. Yeah, we already discussed that. We had a fantastic conversation last night about that. Some very, very interesting viewpoints and some very, very interesting topics of conversation. It did bring out some fantastic constructive dialogue. It's okay. Marlon, don't worry about it. I know who Galaxy is. He's a very good. He's friendly. He's okay. He's good people. Yeah, it was a sad topic, but it was discussed yesterday. So if you want to know, then go and watch the stream from yesterday. Oh, that's not a problem. Oh, 8. Oh god. Oh, wait a minute. Let me have a look. I don't really know. Oh, wait. I've got this one.
Yeah, man. Welcome back, troopers. Cheer up. Lock in. Respond.
Yeah, you got a lot of catching up to do. Not much. Basically, usually, You're the mean one, Mr. Small Grinch. You're nasty, smelly, and as annoying as a finch. Absolutely. At least I'm not Navy. Wait, what? What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, there's a lot of catching up to do, fella. But like at the end of the day, you just take it. You know, there's still a lot going on with the anti-what the hells. You know, apparently I haven't even read it yet, but I did see some screenshots of the crampons writing an essay. You know, trying to intimidate. I don't get it. If you are in a federal court case, you would be quiet, wouldn't you? Oh, you got squared away. That is really good to hear, fella. That is really good to know. Oh my God, Amogo, can you imagine? Do you know, actually, let me ask Spot. Hey, darling, if I get a Grinch costume, all right, and do the makeup properly, you know, do the special effects, the nose, the mouth, and everything else, right, and do the whole thing, and we get a green screen behind me, right, I'm actually very tempted to go on camera as the Grinch. Well, I could always change it to camouflage Grinch with a helmet and a flak jacket. No? Okay. You heard the boss. Oh. Now I need to go and sit here and sit in itself. Say again? Okay. My God. Someone said help. Oh, wait, what? Anyway, so yeah. So Christmas. What do you want? Do you just want to chill out with each other, listen to some Christmas music and talk about stories, or what we could actually do? People could send. Yes. I just had an idea. 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 How about this? How about I nominate 5 people? Not sure how I'm going to do this. But 5 people write a story, and it has to be what you call it, a Christmas story. And obviously I need to make sure that you give me your permission to read it, and it can't be it can't have adult content in it. It should be for Christmas celebration, you know, that all ages can listen to it. And you write a story, and then what you do, you send it to a diver Santa. No, do you know what? I'm going to come on camera as the Invisible Man. How about that? How about that? Right, but I'm gonna ask around. I probably might end up choosing a couple of people, and then they can write a beautiful story, and then I'll read it out. Once upon a time, there was a man called SMN. He was a swine, and used to dine alone. But one day, he noticed a snowflake falling from the sky. And he went, "Oh dear, oh my." Oh my word. Twas, you don't want my version of "Twas the Night Before Christmas." Actual fact, I probably might read that out again. I quite enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. But I read that out specifically for Squid Pro Quo. But funny enough, a couple of people didn't like it. I mean, how? I mean, that is, humbug, absolute humbug. But yeah, like I said, tonight's going to be a night. I mean, I just want some ideas from you guys because you are part of the community, so therefore you should be involved in the planning of the Christmas streams. So go ahead. I'm listening. I'm watching. Can it be a love story Christmas, not nasty? As long as it's not. No, because I know what people are like. And then when I don't read it, everyone gets offended. But we'll see. I wouldn't read your version. Absolutely, SMN. I'd try to. I would be worried about that. Maybe Roy. He could probably, he could probably. Oh God. You ask a tankier story, a Christmas story. Ooh. That'd be scary. Can you just imagine that? But you've been waiting for this song, so I may as well just play it. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Enjoy.
Spawn trooper, he don't beat around the bush, man. He just say what he do and he mean what he say, man. Laid back boots in a
I don't think she would want to do that. I can ask her. I doubt very much she'll say yes. Let me turn this down. My beloved queen. There you go. I didn't even get any close to actually asking the question. Do you know what the question was going to be? Okay. No. Okay. All right. Yes, I did. To be perfectly honest with you, Galaxy Gamer, I did have it for quite a while, but I decided to choose to, give it to the, make it official and let the community basically, have the ability to come and join me when I do members only. And I know there's going to be people in there who are going to try to stir it and record and screen cap, but they're going to have a shot coming to them. That I can assure you of. Ammo Girl, you don't have to do that, guys. You don't. But thank you so much for the Dr. Pepper fund. Talking about that, did I? No. Oh yeah, I got my last can there. Wait, is that my last can? Oh, did you? Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Right. What should we do? I got some music here somewhere that you. Actual fact, let me. Please hold. Your call is important to me. Where the hell is it? Oh, I haven't got it here at the moment. I'll do it later. Well, I can't play that. I'll get copyright struck for that one. Can't even play that one. I'll get copyright struck for that one. Oh, Oh well. So yeah, there you go. Right. Anyway. Let's not use that type of language here. Thank you very much. Unless unless I'm reading into that. But it's good to see you, Mitch. It's been a while. I'm glad that you've taken. I'm glad that you're sorted, and I'm glad that you're in a good place. You know, but I'm just going to delete that before because I know what people are going to do. They are, don't worry about the comments. It's just, before people, change the narrative. All right, so I've deleted that because obviously you know what some people are like. Oh, yeah, right, okay, but I do apologize for deleting your message, and I humbly apologize. But some people out there will read in between. They'll make something else out of it. So negatory, Roger. But it is good to see you. It is good to see you, though, buddy. I've been wondering where you've been. Right, my dear teddy bears from Trooper, Mrs. Queen. I'm sleepy. Been up since 5. I hear my pillow screaming. Come and hug and give you a queen and a hug from me. And absolutely, Marley. Thank you so much. I'm going to come give you a hug in a minute. No, actually, fuck, I'll do it now. Please hold. Hello. Hello. You see, sometimes you need to get a taxi just to come give you a hug. There you go. I see I'm out of breath. I had to walk about 3.2 miles just to give someone a hug. I mean, really? Yeah, I appreciate that, Mitch. I know that you're understanding. Right, so start thinking of stories you want to read. And also, if you want any more input on ideas, for your car or for something else, let me know. There are going to be some changes in the new year in regards to streams. So get ready to that because one of the things is I'm going to do at least one members only stream a week. And that's just to catch up or just to chat and that, and also to discuss topics, even topics that some people like to drag other people into, and they are going to be named, but the topics are going to be constructive with constructive criticism, and no holds barred. There's going to be no quarter given, and that's it. Freedom of speech is important. However, the details of that live stream or that members only will be explained within the stream itself. And if it's not that type of stream, then, I hope people will respect it and not try to turn it into one because they'll just get yeeted. Simple as that. Right? Because it's just one of those things where you have to show respect. And respect is hard to come by with certain individuals lately, but it's one of those things. But Christmas time, we're gonna spend Christmas together. That's one thing, right? But around Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, obviously a few days I'm going to spend with my beautiful queen and friends and family, and what's the Dave? What's the matter, dude? Are you okay? You know, you guys, dude. If you need, you know, you got people here. If you need to talk, man, right? So try to you know, approach every issue slowly. Right? You know, you got people around you, dude, who care about you. And like I said, you're not alone, all right? All right, Dave? All right, just remember that you're not alone. All right. No, we're not doing an intermission. Why do I look cranky in that picture? Why do I look cranky in that? No, I don't want to play no more. SFX chat, we've already done that. And we've definitely had a coffee. I mean, I like this one. But anyway, let's go questions and answers. Let's call it a nice stream. And I would like to I'd like to thank everybody for coming, you know, and thank everyone for just being you. Thanks for being part of the community. I really do appreciate that. And just very quickly before we go into the Q&A, the quick questions and answers. Why does it always happen to me? Oh, that's a good point. Oh, 1 second, guys. All right, let's try this one again, shall we? I'm just testing a theory here. I'm just testing a theory. You had 2 coffees. Well, good for you. Oh, interesting. I've just had just waiting for you guys to ask any. If you've got any questions, go ahead and ask. I shall wait for that. Yes, I shall. And I just want to check a theory. Oh, yes. Oh, that is so cool. Squid Pro quote basically gave me, walked me through a thing last night or yesterday. And I am it actually does work. And I'm very impressed. So what we're going to do now, we're going to have a look at oh, hang on a minute. So a big shout out to Timothy. Thank you very much for the $5. Yesterday was fair, serious. Today is for funny, snarky stuff. Absolutely. You know, again, thank you so much for that. You know, yesterday was a very, very delicate topic, you know, and that's, you know, we have to respect that. And I respect you for being who you are and being constructive in your feedback. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate you, Timothy. So thank you very much for that. And the same goes with Roy as well and everyone else who was here. I mean, some people, you know, threw their teddy in the pram, but, you know, it's one of those things. We've all got our opinion. And I just think it was a fantastic, fantastic atmosphere. Awesome atmosphere. And Amagirl, thank you very much for the $2 for the Pepper Fund. I appreciate that. right? And you just made the queen. Yeah, you just made the queen. You know, so a big thank you and a big hugs for that for both of you. I really never thought that I could. I mean, I've never seen this before. That is absolutely fantastic. I didn't realize you could get. It's like, oh, Squid showed me something. Oh dear. Oh, now I've got new toys to play with. That's cool. What's this one? Create highlight video. Ads. Ooh. Share. This is so cool. Squid Poco is a little bit down in the weather. That's why she's not streaming tonight, and so is my pretty. You know, so obviously, you know, I thought, you know, I'll do a stream for you guys, and basically, you know, have you guys jump, you know, come in and just chill out and everything. And and Dave Green, listen, dude, listen, bro, you're not on your own. We're all here. We're all here for you. Okay. All right. So if you need chat, we'll chat. You know. And I really appreciate you all for supporting each other. That's the important thing. Is like, look, not everyone is going to agree with what people say or not. You know, especially you got people who are very insecure, right? And have personal issues, and we need to understand that and respect that. You know, so you know, instead of putting a shadow over someone, you support them. You still gaming? Yes, I am. I'm just a little bit behind because I've been quite busy in real life. I know some people saw a new side of me like snark, but I can be serious when I need to be, but don't expect it often. No, Timothy, I thought that like last night was fantastic. Actually seeing that constructive positiveness from you was very enlightening. I appreciate that. All right, but don't take my kindness for a weakness. If I don't agree with you, I will tell you point blank I don't agree with you. But last night stream was a fantastic. You guys really, you know, you brought your business to the table, and we all discussed it in a civil way, and that's exactly how it should happen. You know, people are not always going to agree with what each other say. You just agree to disagree or disagree to agree and just move on to the next topic. So again, like, you know, I mean, you're a vet, I'm a vet, you know, you should understand exactly what I'm saying. And so I'm just catching up on messages. Do you know, Roy, if 1 second, let me ask you, darling, if I buy a game called Call of Duty Black Ops 7 and decide to start playing it with Roy, you know that I'll spend like 23 hours a day with Roy playing it. You know that, don't you? Oh, okay then. All right. Roy, I'll get back to you on that one. Yeah. Actual fact, Roy, you need to get American Truck Sim and get yourself a steering wheel, and then we can all privately go for a drive. At least then we don't have to worry. Excuse me. Yeah, it's this time of the year. It is hard, girl. It is hard for everybody, and it's there's a lot of things happening around the world. It doesn't. It's not just in Europe or in Americas or, you know, everywhere in the world that things are happening. And unfortunately, there's some things you just can't stop. You know, but Christmas time is hard for a lot of people. A lot of people. regardless of who you are. You can think you're the badass of the town, but you're still going to suffer. If you're having everyone is always going to have something that is going to make them unhappy. So that's why having friends around you, having a community around you who can relate or who are just there for you to talk to. That's all it takes, is just talk. There's a lot of people out there who don't have the benefit that we have, and a lot of people seem to forget that. A lot of people out there who live on the streets who don't have a way of communicating with people. It's not rocket science. You can walk up to someone in the street and just sit there and just start talking to them. Some people will go, "Oh, fucking hell, weirdo," but some people probably want that. They probably want that interaction with another human being. Oh, how are you doing today? Oh, I've had a bad day. Oh, really? Yeah, I've had a bad day. So what happened to you then? Oh, that. And and then when the bus comes, or you get in your taxi, or you walk off, say, you can always say, well, you know what, tomorrow's another day, and just try to start each day with a smile. And Timothy, I appreciate that. And, and funny enough, it's not just down in the South there, like ding, 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 ding. Funny enough, we've got exactly the same saying here as well. So no, but I definitely appreciate it. Even Roy was very educational. Roy mentioned certain things last night that were very educational, but you had so many different angles, so many different inputs. Somewhere down the line, it's just like going, well, hey, that's you say it as it is, and then you move on, and then like you reflect and think, and then you go, oh, right, okay. Hello, Mama Joe. Welcome to the stream. It is going to be hard. It is going to be hard. The thing is, there's a lot. Oh. One thing you have to remember, right, and this is where a lot of people, I don't know if it's it's because they've got so much on their plate. Like, one thing you have to remember, a lot of people have lost loved ones, or things that happen to them in their life, and you need to remember one thing: you celebrate their life. That's the most important thing. And if you are struggling, just talk to people. You'd be very surprised how easy it is to relax and actually like decompress after you talk to someone. That's why I play games, to decompress, to chill out and have fun. But anyway, we are going to start thinking about closing it down for the night. So if there's any questions, and like I said, if you've got any ideas for stories for the Crimbo streams, let me know. I'll probably might have a few, and then you never know. I probably might even bring someone else on to read. Who knows? And don't forget, my point about losing family and friends and stuff like that. I just picture them up there in a naffy, sitting in the bar, all talking and chatting away. That's what I see. I celebrate their life. But anyway, guys, I think that'll be tonight's stream done. And I hope that you all enjoyed it. Again, big shout out to Timothy and Amal for your generosity. I really appreciate it. And remember, guys, you're all welcome. And remember one other thing: a smile a day keeps the weird people away. And boy, oh boy, there are some weird people out there, but they're still human beings, Okay, so good night, God bless, and we'll be seeing you soon, yeah? On that note, neat.
They go live every night selling drama on demand with crampons sitting on their ass and dicky on hand. Fake tears falling, oh I'm just speaking true, while they pocket super chats and exploit the loons. Gator rolls in trying to act real cool, but he's stirring up heat, breaking all the rules. Haters in a circle, all bark, no bite, till Spawn Trooper drops and it flips on the light.
Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he says the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Spawn Trooper,
The force is weak with this one. Deuces in the mix, spinning lies for the stream. He acts like a king, but his throne's just a meme. Dodging all the questions with a scripted phrase, trying to fool the crowd, but he's just a face. Bones Lacker's got a seat at the front of the show, putting up a front, but got nowhere to go. Guano's hiding in shadows, throwing shade in the chat. They all act tough, but Spawn Trooper's on that.
Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper,
He says the situation at hand.
Spawn Trooper,
Then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man.
Trooper,
The force is weak with this one. Now the people rise, no longer blind. The lies unravel one stream at a time. Truth's not merch, it don't come in packs. And Spawn Troopers got receipts, not just attacks. He says turn off the feed, walk into the sun. This war for your mind, it's already begun. With clarity, blazing like a saber so bright. He leads the way through the digital night. Spawn Troopers say,
I see you playing, keeping up the show, spinning your stories, but the truth starts to flow. Your gators pull high like you're some kind of lord, but all you're doing striking out with the faulty sword. You're no warrior, just a puppet on strings. Your fake crown don't mean a thing. The game's up now, you're out of move. Spawn Troopers here to expose your groove. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Spawn Trooper,
the force is weak with this one.
Truth will rise in the end, no place for deceit.
May grim unwind, get a whole group on. The force is weak with this whole bunch.